Hello, ladies of Girls Trip Travel Group, Kenya here. And I am coming today to present to you Grand Canyon. Yay! I've always wanted to go to Grand Canyon. I just love nature in general. I just recently got back from Colorado Springs and literally like fell in love with the Rocky Mountains and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, I gotta visit Grand Canyon as well. So without further ado, let me present to you a generalized itinerary with Grand Canyon. I also want to pull up my meetup so I can also stay aligned with that as well. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. Grand Canyon. Okay, here we go. Yes, 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 yes. So let me get my about page read. Okay, great. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? I've already done my greetings. We're going to talk about different activities, and these are not all the activities. These are just some highlighted activities that we can do. We also have hotel stay. We'll talk about where we're staying at, but most of the time we're going to be out of the room. Seriously. And then we're going to talk about, I'll give you some restaurant examples. I love the location of the hotel because it is like within a 10th of a mile where the restaurants are. And so you don't have to go that far. You don't have to pay that much in Uber and all that kind of stuff trying to get here, there, and everywhere. And then we're going to talk about the cost of the trip for one person or two people. And we're going to talk about airlines and parking and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's get started. All right, the Grand Canyon. Imagine you are sitting on that rock like she is, and Grand Canyon is right behind you. A very iconic picture. We've seen it in movies and shows and all that kind of stuff. And it just seems like another world away, but it's actually just in Arizona. So this vast, magnificent, and beautiful Grand Canyon is easily Arizona's most distinguishable landmark, a nature wonder you must see to believe. It's stretched 277 miles from end to end. Its rocky walls descend more than a mile to the canyon's floor, where the wild Colorado River traces a swift course southwest. Now, I love water. So I would not mind, it's not presented on the activities today, but I would not mind rafting in the Colorado River, like seriously. But of course, all safety involved. I just would love to do that. So everyone should see the Grand Canyon at least once in their lifetime. And in 2019, they celebrated the 100th birthday of the national park. So it's actually a national park. So let's get going. What can we do at the Grand Canyon? Some of the activities you can do, of course, you got to tour it. You got to see it. You know, this vast landmark in Arizona, you want to capture all of its beauty and everything. So what better way than to actually go on a tour? So they have like different types of tours. One of the tours that I've seen was the Hummer tour with sunset views, you know, because on the west side, the sun is going down, but on the east side, you got to find, you know, catch the sunrise on that coast in the morning. So it's just like, oh, I really never seen a sunset on the west side. So that would be so cool to actually see. So the tour is actually during sunset. Or you could do off-road sunset safari to Grand Canyon. There's just another way if you can tour another different path that you can tour the Grand Canyon and see the vastness of this beautiful landscape. Also, you could fly over the Grand Canyon. That's just like another area view of the Grand Canyon is when you can just fly above it. So I thought that was so cool. And then also on the West Rim, they have like a skywalk that actually goes out like beyond the edge. So the floor of this spectacular bridge was constructed from 4 layers of low iron glass, offering a perfectly transparent view of the canyon floor and the Colorado River 4,000 feet beneath you. So the U-shaped bridge extends 70 feet beyond the canyon's edge, which allows visitors to soak in a breathtaking 180-degree view of this beautiful rock, sunken rock. So I thought that was cool. Got to visit the Canyon Skywalk. Of course, it's had over 1 million visitors by now, because it's just a spectacular view. So those are 3 different views that you can see the Grand Canyon. Also, another view you can see the Grand Canyon is mule rides. So every visitor needs to experience the Grand Canyon mule rides at the North Rim. So there's like a North Rim, a South Rim, an East Rim, and a West Rim. Or is there an East Rim? I haven't read anything about East Rim, but I've read North, South, and West. So saunter along the canyon trails and experience a part of Grand Canyon. Come breathe in some fresh air, mountain air while viewing the canyon on a mule. Isn't that cool? So I thought that would be cool as well. So those are just some of the things as well. Some of the activities. Of course, we could come up with more activities. The trip is not until March 31st through April 2nd. So mark your calendars. So the reason why I chose something that, because usually be like, oh, this grand spectacular hotel, and the thing is you barely gonna be in it. Because you barely gonna be in this hotel, because you are gonna be outdoors exploring and all of that kind of stuff. So I chose the Holiday Inn Express and Suites. They do, have an indoor pool and a jacuzzi and all that kind of stuff as well. And this is on the South Rim. So the convenience of how close we are to the Grand Canyon. So you also have to keep in mind that I was like, wow, this is just Holiday Inn and, and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, but it's very, very convenient and very, very close to the canyon. Like to get to the West Rim, I think it's about 9 minutes away or something like that, but we're on the South Rim. So it's not that far at all. There's a lot of tours that are from Las Vegas to come in to the to the Grand Canyon for a day's tour, but you're talking about 4 hours tour. So I think it takes about like an hour or so to get there or something. So that's how far it is if you want to stay in Las Vegas and then come here. But I made it convenient with just doing a hotel at the South Rim of the Grand Canyon. Hope that, I feel like I was rattling on, but okay. Anyway, let's get to hopping. So these are what the king size bedrooms and 2 queen bedrooms look like. Very basic, Holiday Inn rooms and everything. But like I said, we're going to be out and about exploring and all that kind of stuff. We are here to change, eat. Well, we're going to eat out, but we're here to change and shower and sleep. That's the point of the Holiday Inn. Everything else, let's explore and get out. Okay, so for the hotel only package, price for the standard room for 4 days, 3 nights, as of today, it's $1,007.28. What did I have on Meetup? That's as of October 23rd. Let me see here. Okay, so the price actually dropped a little bit because as of September 24th, the price was $1,027. As of October 23rd, the price is $1,007. So it dropped about $20, look like, since then, which, hey, that's a good price. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so the deposit for this is $50. It's $50 per person. So if you want a room by yourself and you want to make payments, you can make payments and the full payment is due It says here due February 14th, but I will make the due date a little bit earlier than that, just so that we're not coming up on that hard deadline. So the due date for full payments are actually January 29th, 2022. Okay. Just because of that hard deadline like that, they will have the right to give away your room if payment is not in full. Just to let you know. So that's why I like to give like a couple of weeks cushion to get the full payment in. Yeah. Okay. Now, say that you don't want to make payments, but you just want to pay for it in full or anything like that. There is a non-refundable rate on my website, kenyaduncan.intellitravel.com, which is a little bit lower. And so it's $810, and then with tax is $890. So you're actually saving some money there that could go towards a tour or something like that. If you want to just like, hey, I'm definitely going, it's a non-refundable rate, all that kind of stuff, let me book this, and I can go for a little bit cheaper. But if you want to make payments, the $1,007 is a refundable rate. That's the difference of the price. Okay. Now, if you need a roommate or anything like that, the deposit per person is still $50. The total price per person is $503.64 as of October 23rd, 2021. And here you will see that also for the same 2 queen beds is still the same price on at kenyaduncan.intellitravel.com for $890.29. That includes the tax. So per person is $449.15. You will need to set up arrangements with the roommate, and we can discuss that further, so you can purchase at this price all at once, because the thing is, it only accepts one card on the booking engine. But if you're staying by yourself, it doesn't really matter. You can just go to the booking engine, look up the Holiday Inn Express hotels and suites, make sure you verify with that particular address and everything, and then you can book yours as well. Okay, so yeah. Also, I wanted to go down the itinerary here. So let's see. The itinerary. So Thursday is a meet and greet at check-in at between 3 and 4 o'clock, because check-in is at 3 o'clock. We're going to gather for dinner, and there are a slew of restaurants that are nearby the hotel. You have Grand Canyon Inn restaurant, you got Coronado, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, Room restaurant. They have international and American cuisine. You have the Canyon Star, and you have the Big E Steakhouse, and all of these are within, according to the map, they are very, very close by, where you don't even need an Uber. And there's other restaurants probably a little far off called Phantom Ranch, Desert View Trading Post. I think there's a shop there as well. El Tavar Large Dining, Canyon Village Marketplace, and the Phantom Ranch Canteen. So those are just some of the places that we can go. And of course, they have shopping and all that kind of stuff we can also to fill our time. So, and then after we gather for dinner, there's bedtime, because Canyon tours leave bright and early. Some tours leave bright and early. And then there's also the sunset tour, so we can see different parts of the Grand Canyon. But Thursday, let's go to bed because we need our rest for the upcoming weekend. So Friday, the Grand Canyon tour, there are so many that the group will decide, as you can see. And so we could just, as we get closer to time, we can probably like in January or something, that we can actually finalize these tours and what we're going to do and where we're going to go and how we're going to see it. Are we going to see it in a plane? Are we going to see it in a Hummer? Are we going to see it on a mule? How are we going to see it? We can go to Skywalk and all that kind of stuff. So those are just like some of the ranges that I had on Meetup. Tours that start off at, I guess, $78 and it can go up to $200. Small group tours are kind of costly. Bus tours are kind of reasonable. And then also we can visit the Grand Canyon Historic Village as well on Friday. And then Saturday we can do a mule ride at the Grand Canyon. Or a railway express train, you know, exploring the Grand Canyon as well in different ways. And then that tour is either the mule ride is about $155 thus far, what I've seen. And the railway express train is about $65. And then also you can actually hike on the Bright Angel Trail. And then afterwards we can gather for dinner at 7 o'clock. Okay, that's a full 2 days. And then of course, Sunday, we can gather for a quick bite to eat from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Checkout is at 11 a.m. But hey, if your plane leaves 6 o'clock in the morning just to get back to your home, then you might have to say goodbye at dinner the night before. But that is the full itinerary for Grand Canyon. And then I just explained all of the hotels, accommodations. And I did put on here, due to the all-day events, I chose not to do a lavish setting, but a convenient location, because we will barely be in the hotel. We will be outdoors. By the time we get back, we're probably going to be exhausted. So I thought money would be well spent, more well spent in enjoying the tours and festivities of the Grand Canyon. So that was the reason for that. However, I did look at the review, and even though it's a 3-star hotel, but yet it has 4 out of 5 stars review. And you can go to Google and look at some of those reviews and things like that. So please, please, please register for your spots. Go back to meetup.com. If you haven't already, and register on girlstriptravelgroup.com, that link where the events for Grand Canyon, because there's certain information that I need to collect from you, like your actual email and your telephone number, so we can communicate later on as we get closer to the trip. Yeah, so let's see. I already mentioned that. I also have some other links on here. Okay, now, and please read the cancellation policy that is on the girls trip page. That's how I know you officially are signing up for the trip, when you go over to the Girls Trip Travel Group website and sign up for the event there and answer the following questions. Now, I do want to make this clear. Please keep in mind that it does take a lot of research ahead of time and navigating and answering questions to bring a great trip together. I do not charge an extra fee to put these trips together, because the commission is built into the cost of the hotel, and that is how I am compensated as a travel agent. Most travel groups do not make it because it is a lot of ongoing work. So I just ask that you purchase from the travel agent that is planning the trip, or go to the links above to purchase. Okay. And yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there, because there are at times where people might have like a like, I don't know, a discount somewhere with their job or with whatever their booking engine is. And if in the event that you do find it at a cheaper rate or whatever, I have not gone through with my travel agency to see how can I do the price comparisons or price guarantee type thing. I just never had to do it. But in the event that is the case or whatever, you just got to keep in mind that there is a lot of research that goes behind there. There's customer service that goes behind putting these trips together. There's a lot of administrative costs that goes behind putting these trips together in different platforms that I use to reach people. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, however, let me go down. Okay, so if you are interested in earning travel commissions and making money to supplement your income or even retire, and you want to see, well, like, how are you making commissions off of all these group trips? You can go to inspiringtravelnow.info. That's inspiringtravelnow.info for more information and to learn about who and how people are making this happen in their life. You can become an independent travel agent. You can post groups locally, nationally, and internationally within Girls Trip Travel Group. You can send customers to your travel booking engine. You can book directly from our top name brand travel companies. You can earn 70 to 80% of commissions booking travel. Okay. And then a whole slew of other ways to actually earn income just being a travel agent. And you get to actually take advantage of travel agent perks as well, because I don't travel retail, I travel wholesale. So you can take a look at some of the things that you can how you can have travel agent perks and travel agent prices when you travel. So just take a look at that, inspiringtravelnow.info. And do you have a vacation in mind? We have a team of travel professionals that will help you with the following. We'll help you book your travels, where we can inform you about your travels, or you can help you to start your own travel business. So you want to reach out to me like, hey, let's do a trip to Las Vegas, which is actually coming down the pipeline because me and my team here just discussed what trips we're going to do for 2022. So we have Scottsdale, Arizona on the map. We have Las Vegas on the map. We have Los Cabos, Mexico on the map. We have Punta Cana that's coming up as well. And then we're going to do a trip for Juneteenth this coming year. And where else? And then of course we got Grand Canyon as well. So actually a lot of these trips will be family and friends travel group, just so we can get more people and stuff like that. But for this Grand Canyon, for this particular presentation, it was for a girls trip travel group. So, but yeah, give me a call, text me, email me, let me know if you have any ideas like, oh, I would love to do this, this, and that, or whatever. And me or any of the my travel professionals who I'm in business with, they can help you book your travels as well. But anyway, so I think that's about it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any additional questions, oh, I forgot to talk about the airlines. I was talking about the airlines. Okay. Now, the prices that you saw was hotel only prices, but if you need flights attached to that, that deposit will be actually higher because the airline price will be in that. So, but you can still make payments for the rest of the hotel. So I just wanted to point that out. I forgot to talk about the airlines. Now, if you want to book your airlines on your own, you can, or if you want me to actually just package it together, I can do that as well. Okay. And I believe that's it. I don't want to miss anything. Parking. Yes, sometimes you will park at the airport. We could actually provide that service for you as well, and book reserve for you a place to park your car as well. So that's a little thing that travel agents can do now is reserve parking at the airport. And yeah, so that's it. Now I can end. Now I can end. But yes, if you have any questions, concerns, ideas for trips, please get a hold of me. Give me a. All right. Bye, ladies. Thank you.